Hi friends and library patrons, it's Celeste here in your library's makerspace with another fun craft you can do at home. And I guarantee you this time you probably have all the materials at your house that you need to do this. Today's craft is leaf rubbing. This is what my quick leaf rub that I did using leaves from the parking lot looks like. This is the completely finished one. As you can see, I've added some color to the leaves, and also I did a little color on the background around the leaves as well. It's a super easy task to do, and it'll take just minutes, and it's a great way to sort of explore your creativity. What I have here is I have a couple of sheets of just regular old construction paper. This isn't necessary, but I have it as it's really just like a mat to lay my leaves on when I'm doing the rubbing to keep them from sliding around. And then of course regular paper and crayons that don't have the paper on them anymore. So those crayons that you've colored with to the point where you can't color with them anymore, or broken crayons, just peel the paper off of them and you can use them. And then the last thing you need is just some leaves from your yard in different shapes and sizes. It doesn't really matter what color they are, but you want a leaf that's still a little fresh. You don't want dry leaves, because when you go to push on them with your crayon to do this project, you will crush them if they're dried out. So that's why all of mine are green. I realize that this time of year it's a little hard to find green leaves, but there's still some out there. So what you do, and you see I have all these different leaf shapes. You can lay them all out on and try to do your leaf rubbing like with all these leaves on one sheet of paper all at once. But I did each leaf individually, and I just sort of moved the paper around to get them where I want. I'll show you what I mean here. So I'm just gonna take my first leaf and I'm gonna put it down. I put the back of the leaf up just to make sure that the ribs are sticking up a little bit more. And I want this leaf to go in the bottom corner of my paper, so I'm just gonna lay the bottom corner of the paper over this leaf. And I use gray to do my rubbings, but you can really use any color. It's up to you. The reason why I use gray is because I like to color in the leaves after I'm done, and gray makes a nice like neutral color. So you're just going to take the flat side of the crayon and lay it down and just rub over the top of it. Like I said, the easiest arts and crafts project I will have you do in this at-home craft with Celeste series. And you just rub the crayon over it until you can see as much of the leaf as you want to see. And there you have it. There's your leaf. So then, let's see, I'm going to change leaves out. I think I'm going to go with this long, straight one. And I want it to just go across the top of my paper. So I'm going to lay it flat. Remember, ribs and backside of the leaf up. And I'm going to lay the top of the paper on top of this leaf. Make sure it's where I want it, and then just take my crayon and rub it over the top. And you can see that the pieces of the leaf just start to show up. And just sort of fill in where it misses, and see there's that leaf. I want this one to just go right here on my paper, so I'm going to lay it down and just put my paper on top, find the bottom of the leaf, and just rub up to the top of it. And you don't have to color them in regular leaf colors. What I did is I just sort of shaded mine in with, this one's green and brown and yellow, and then these are just green. But I just lightly took my crayon and just sort of shaded, hold on, let me pull it back. There we go. I just sort of lightly colored over the top of the leaf rubbing. And that way it looks like the leaf is green on the paper. There is my green leaf. See, it's just got the faintest little green color to it. A fun thing that you can do with your leaf rubbings is if you go on vacation, or if you take trips as a family, or if you have favorite places around the city, like favorite parks, You can take some leaves. Make sure you ask for permission if the leaves are in somebody's yard. But you can just get some leaves from a park or from a place that you've been on vacation, and just make a leaf rubbing and keep them all as sort of like a memory book of where you've been on vacation or your favorite places around town. These leaves I just went out in the parking lot of the library and pulled right before I made this video. So I am going to write on this HCPL 2020, that is Harris County Public Library. And I will probably do one of these every year. It's a good way to sort of keep up with the way the trees around you are changing. And you don't have to just do leaves. You can really do any kind of plant. If you can find a flower that lays flat, you can do a rubbing of it. It's just a really fun, easy craft to do. It's easy to do on vacation because you already have crayons with you and you probably already have paper. But that's it. That is that's how you do leaf rubbing. It's a fun, very easy craft, and you have all the supplies on hand most likely. We look forward to seeing you in the library. Be sure to stop by and visit. And if you have a leaf rubbing that you're really proud of, make sure you bring it and show it to us. Thanks a lot and have a great day.